Opening in theaters this week is the raunchy comedy Joyride, and here's my review. There's always plenty of comedic potential in a story involving a group of characters going on a road trip, that's why filmmakers keep returning to it. Joyride is another example, and is directed by Adele Lim. It's certainly not afraid of taking the humor to certain places. It is completely unapologetic about the gross-out roads it takes its characters down. The jokes don't always land, but what makes the film work in the end is the development experienced by the four central protagonists. You do get to know them through their journey, and where they wind up feels earned. Joyride showcases the fact that the leads are Asian American and how their specific cultural experiences affect the plot. The film properly introduces each of them and the various dynamics they have, though most of the focus is on Ashley Park's Audrey. The film makes a point of showing how being a girl adopted by white American parents gave her a different life than her other friends. There's some humorous interplay related to that, and her knowing little Chinese. A lot of the comedy goes for raunchy jokes, but there's thankfully a bit more under the surface than just simply making references to female body parts, although that's certainly there too. Of the cast, the standout is Stephanie Hsu as an actress who contends for Audrey's friendship. She has a funny arc of hiding her past from her religious boyfriend and how this builds through the story and their misadventures. Sabrina Wu makes Deadeye's sympathetic character, and her bonding with Audrey becomes a sweet element. The main joke of Sherry Cola's Lolo is her obsession with sex and certain anatomy, but at least some layers to her beyond this aspect. What helps make Joyride come together are the heartfelt moments. It's common for modern comedies to become more sentimental in their third acts, and not all succeed in making that transition. Joyride does though, and that's mostly because of how well developed the characters are and how much we know of Audrey's history. Adele Lim makes the film surprisingly emotional at points, and it does not feel jarring after some of the more outlandish scenes we get. This is a movie that can somehow give you a wild, fantastical pop musical number and then take some dramatic turns shortly afterwards. Without those scenes and that character build-up, this probably would have been a fairly run-of-the-mill raunchy comedy. Joyride is a comedy that starts off with a smattering of laughs, but then gets better as it goes along. While over-the-top shenanigans is certainly one of the film's principal goals, the filmmakers also had a more emotional story they wanted to tell. The four lead actors successfully play off each other, and their complicated relationships are well established and developed throughout the film. We understand why each of them makes certain decisions, as ridiculous as they occasionally are, and it becomes fun spending time with them for 90 minutes. The emotions come at the right points in the story and help give a little more depth to Joyride. While some jokes falter here and there, enough succeed to make this an entertaining enough road trip comedy.